In this problem, we are told that an average American watches 4 hours or spends 4 hours per day online with a standard deviation of 37 minutes. It wants us to find the range in which at least 88.89% of the data will lie using Chebyshev's theorem. We're supposed to round our k to the nearest whole number. Okay, so let me write down some information. First, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to convert my average from hours into minutes. 4 hours is the same thing as 240 minutes. Here's my average. It says my standard deviation, S, is equal to 37 minutes. Now, Chebyshev's theorem, right, says that based on a standard deviation, okay, or a number of standard deviations away from your center dictates how much of your data falls within that range, because we know that not every single American spends exactly 4 hours per day online. Some spend 3, some spend 5, some spend 2, some spend 6. There's a whole range of amounts of time people spend online. I want to capture the center 88.89. Chebyshev's theorem allows me to do that. Here's what it says. The percentage that I'm looking for is equal to a specific number of standard deviations each way from the mean. And how many standard deviations? Well, 1 minus 1 over k squared. K is the value of the number of standard deviations. Okay, so I can use this formula with the known percentage that I have here to find the value of k. So I'm going to go 0.8889. Notice I converted that into a decimal. Is equal to 1 minus 1 over k squared. Now, when I do this, first I have to subtract 1 from both sides. That gives me a negative 0.11. I'm rounding that a little bit. Is equal to negative 1 over k squared. Okay. Now, negative and negative both becomes positive. 0.111 is equal to 1 over k squared. Well, if I multiply both sides by k squared and divide both sides by 0.11, I end up with k squared equals 1 over 0.111. When I do this, I get that k squared is equal to 9. Undo a square with a square root, k equals 3. So I know that if I want to capture the center 88.89% of my data, I need to be 3 standard deviations each way. Okay, well, I know my center is at 240. If I add 3 standard deviations, so 3 times 37, that's going to give me my upper limit. Well, 3 times 37, see, 90, 7, 14, 21, that's 111. Sorry, that's 240 plus 111. Which is going to equal 351. Now if I do 240 minus 3 standard deviations each way, right, that's going to equal 240 minus 111, and that will equal 129. So I know that 88.89% of Americans are online for 129 up to 351 minutes each day. So again, Chebyshev's theorem, this formula right here, gives you a value of k, which tells you the number of standard deviations you go each way from your mean in order to capture the percentage of data that you're hoping for.